After the holidays, my living room was lacking coziness. I was just not feeling it. I am renting and I'm not able to paint the walls. And little fun fact is I cannot stand the color of this accent wall in my living room, but I can't change that, but I can transform my living room from this looking into something like this. So everything was done on a tight budget. I will be sharing some DIY, some tips and tricks of styling your living room to make it look bright and airy, and honestly now I don't mind that accent wall. And with every makeover, we gotta start by taking down all of the items we are not gonna use, and that includes this beautiful mirror. I actually went ahead and hung this mirror in my bedroom. It looks gorgeous there, but I'm just taking everything out. I will be using some spackling to, go ahead and fix these holes up because I want my living room to look nice, and I am gonna wallpaper this wall. So you're not gonna be able to see it, but still, this isn't my home. I'd like to treat it as if it is. So I love this stuff because it goes on pink, and then when it dries, it turns white to let you know that, hey, you're ready to sand it down and to paint. Then I am taking down this beautiful shelf that I've had up for about 6 years now, and I have had so much fun styling this shelf for every season, but I just feel like it's time for a change. So this shelf is gonna go. I'm gonna see if I can repurpose and use it somewhere else in my home, but here, as you can see, there are some holes in the wall. So I'm gonna go ahead, put some spackle on these also. I'm gonna wait until they dry, and I just asked my manager if I can have some paint for the walls, so now I can go ahead and touch up any paint. If you guys know, then you know. I have 4 children. They ride scooters and hoverboards in the house, and well, a little bit of paint did nobody harm. So here you can see some of the spackling is drying, some is still wet, but while that is drying, I took some yarn and I just measured the size that I want my mural to be. I'll be putting wallpaper on this wall, and I'm gonna put some picture frame molding around it. I just want to create like it's a big piece of art, and I actually got inspired to do this from Lone Fox. He did a makeover for one of his subscribers, and he did a humongous mural on their wall, and then he put some frames around it to make it look like a big picture frame. So when I saw that, I was like, oh my gosh, I have to try this. So this is where I got my inspiration for this wall, but I'm getting way too ahead of myself. Here I went ahead and sanded down the spackling after it was completely dry. Now I'm gonna go ahead and touch up the paint on the wall. Now while the paint is drying, I went ahead to Home Depot and picked up this frame to go on my mural, as well as this stain. And the stain looks nothing like it does on the bottle, but here you can kind of see an outline of what size I want my mural to be. I want it to be right above the couch. So I'm putting these boards here in my kitchen island, and I'm gonna stain them. And let me tell you guys, this wood stain looked nothing like on the picture, but in the end, it turned out beautiful. I don't mind it at all. I still wanted to keep that warm tone in this frame, but when I put the wood stain on, I was like, oh my gosh, this is gray as gray can be. So, we were a little shocked at first, but then after putting it to the wall and, stepping back and looking at it, I thought it looked beautiful. So we're gonna keep this color. If anything, we can always sand it down and repaint it, but I'm gonna go ahead and stain all 4 of these pieces, let them air dry, and while they're air drying, I bought this awesome light off of Amazon. You're supposed to put it over your art, and the awesome thing is you don't have to hardwire it. It's chargeable, and I just think it's gonna give out such a nice ambiance. We don't have a light fixture in our living room, so this will add a little extra light in our room. And here you have a cool tone, warm tone, medium tone lights, and it's all remote controlled, which is so amazing. I just like the best invention ever. But now that the light is hung, I'm gonna go ahead and start placing my wallpaper. And you guys, everything that I can link, I'll go ahead and leave it down below if you guys are interested in these items. But I chose this neutral wallpaper. It has leaves on it and it's just so beautiful. I feel like it will look beautiful in the spring, in the summer, fall, winter time. I don't know, I just feel like it's gonna look awesome throughout all seasons. So I'm just using my hand here. You're supposed to use like a little scraper or you can use a card, but I just used my hand. It worked just fine. Of course, this is a lot easier if you have 2 people doing this, but I was here alone working on this, and this is so rental friendly. You can go ahead and put this up and not worry about it ruining your walls, leaving nothing sticky on it. It's just amazing. And so later on in the night, my husband came home and I asked him to put these boards up for me, and he just used a nail gun or a stapler gun to put this on, and it is holding up so well. And you guys, this looks intimidating, but this is also renter friendly, believe it or not. Here I'm going to show you just for reference how small these little staples are. Literally as small as a hairpin. Like, they create no holes in your walls, no nothing. So when you're ready to move out, you just pull these boards out. The holes are almost invisible, like you can't even see them. So this is so great. I love that I'm able to create my vision and, you know, bring it to life and still not putting a bunch of holes here on the wall. And now that this wall was all finished and ready, I am tackling the wall where we are having our TV. And my TV has been on a TV stand for years and years. And now finally I have convinced my husband to hang the TV up, which I feel like that can elevate your space so much, just getting it off the TV stand onto the wall. And then after we hung the TV, I put in this beautiful buffet, and then here is the next day of us trying to finish up this living room. Okay, so you guys saw us hang the TV, and here is the beautiful buffets that I found. And my kids are in the background playing, but this is actually 3 separate pieces that I've kind of combined together. And you guys, let me know if I should add another one. I'm not sure if this is enough or if I want to add more, but this is so far what the living room is looking like. I'm really loving this feature here. I feel like, I don't know, just so simple. I love it. So now, since we were drilling the TV, you know, there's just dust everywhere. The floors are a mess. My husband was nailing this to the wall. The couches are dirty. So I'm gonna go ahead quickly, take a couple minutes to clean all of this up. And then we're gonna move the coffee table back in and put some finishing touches on this living room. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and use my vinegar and water solution to wipe down my TV, as well as my cute little buffet thing that I have created over here. And I feel like this warm buffet here just is so beautiful against this wall. Now I don't mind this wall as much as I did before. And you know, before I had a fireplace, and I have sold that fireplace, and I used that money to buy myself this beautifulness. So that is a tip for you guys. If you want to update your furniture or change something, sell the pieces that you have and then use that money to kind of upgrade your home. This is what I do throughout my entire apartment. There's very rarely where I put in new money into furniture pieces or decor or rugs, because once I'm not feeling something, I'll just go ahead and sell it, and I'll, you know, replace that item with something new. So this is what I've created here, and I'm really loving it. But I do think I need to add one more buffet to kind of fill in this long wall. But now I'm bringing in this beautiful large planter. You guys, I found this planter at a local pet store here in town for $30. Like, what? It's heavy, it's big, and it was just such a great deal. And then my Christmas tree was in this corner, but now it's feeling a little empty, so I'm bringing in this beautiful olive tree. And before, I had a bird of paradise tree that I've sold, and then I used that money to purchase myself an olive tree. So there's an example on how you can, you know, sell the old and get yourself something new for the same price. But here I'm gonna bring in a beautiful lamp, and this was a thrifted find, and I love this contrasted against the wall. But don't be fooled, it used to have this dome shaped top, you know, with the white underneath. And then I thought, hey, let's paint it you know, dark blue on the bottom and then beige at the top. And then I was like, no, I don't like the beige, so I painted it white. And then I was like, no, I don't like that either. So I went to the store, I got this awesome lampshade, and I was like, I like the lampshade, but the blue doesn't look good against my wall. So what I do, I painted the whole lamp again. So this is just a process, and you know, I'm not losing anything. This lamp was like $20 off of Facebook, not a big deal. You know, you can always repaint it whatever color, but it does look so nice against this wall here. And I like to decorate in groups of 3, so I'm bringing this beautiful kind of like oil painting. It's not real, it was from Hobby Lobby, I bought it last year, but paired with a candle. And then on this other side, I'm bringing in some books to kind of give my beautiful thrifted DIY vase some height. I'm putting in some cute little spring florals, and then I'm putting some candles here on the side next to the plant. And this will never be lighted up, so you know, this would be a fire hazard if I did, but it's just there for decor. Here on this side of the living room, I'm bringing in this warm blanket, and I'm also using groups of 3. I'm laying a blanket, and then I'm laying one pillow with stripes horizontally and the other one vertically. It just creates such a cozy kind of nook there in the corner of the couch. But on the other side of the living room, since I have this, you know, mural, it has like the cool tone grays, I'm bringing in the soft gray blanket, putting it here on the side. And then I'm also going to go ahead and layer it with some pillows. Just create such a cute and cozy look. I'm using neutral pillows because I like the contrast on my dark couch. It just creates such a beautiful, cozy look. But we're almost done. The last thing I want to do is bring in my coffee table, and I won't be styling this coffee table at all because, well, I have kids and I just want to keep things very simple, minimal, and clean. So let's remember what this living room looked like before. And honestly, it's just dark and sad. That's what it used to look like, and it just wasn't my favorite. Yeah, I just wasn't loving it. Nothing about this I loved. I felt like the dark fireplace made that wall look even uglier, and it was just all dark. So this is how it all came out in the end. This living room now looks so bright, so airy, it looks so inviting. I am just so happy to have my family gather here since this is the most used area in the home. It just feels so cozy, so warm. I absolutely love the way it came out. I hope that you guys enjoyed, and if you want to see more videos like this, I hope you guys stick around, and I'll see you next time.